Any student of history will tell you that small skirmishes have the capacity to grow into monster regional or global wars if they're not contained and kept under control. You're seeing that right now in Ukraine and Russia as Ukrainian drones are demolishing and incinerating, evaporating the infrastructure in Moscow, something that was unthinkable at the start of that conflict. Of course, you see it as Israel is able to strike and project power all throughout the Mideast. And now you're seeing it with the Iran war. It's always been my contention that this is something that could spiral the globe into something much bigger. And it seems like that has just happened. It kicked off yesterday with Trump meeting with Zelensky and Bibi inside of the White House. Both nations are at war. As Trump was wrapping those meetings, Iran decided to poke Trump right in the eye and to do the one thing that's going to piss him off more than anything, which is to fire ballistic missiles at the Mawaf Salti base in Jordan. This is the base where Trump already lost a number of troops last week, 4 Americans dead. Now, these ballistic missiles were intercepted, but this was seen, of course, as an insult, obviously the worst possible kind, to President Trump. In the middle of the night, Donald Trump decided to strike back. Saudi forces joined with American forces and hit Iraq, the Revolutionary Guards militias that they fund in Iraq. And so now you're talking about 2 more nations being brought into the conflict. Saudi joins the strikes in Iraq, deep into Iraq, for the paramilitary groups. And by the way, the strikes were massive. Just an absolutely crazy strike. Listen to this. The strike itself, just monstrous. Look at this. They had launched over 30 drones at the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait. And the strike last night really, really hit. Whoa. Entire operation. And this is before Donald Trump said he's about to get started. Donald Trump said just seconds ago at the White House that Iran knows it's coming and it's our turn to hit them hard.
In the meantime, we're going to be hitting them very hard because it's our turn to hit them.
It's our turn to hit them, he says. Okay. Well, Donald Trump telling Fox News, we're going to beat the effing S out of Iran. And that's before Iran struck, or at least we think that they struck, American LNG here in Egypt. The Damietta port was damaged today when a drone struck Egypt. We haven't seen Egypt's name in this conflict. And so again, you can see how things are broadening and expanding and expanding. Drone hits gas storage tanker in Egypt's Mediterranean port. And it's on fire. This is an American-owned LNG storage facility. The Damietta was hit by a drone attack this afternoon. You can see the crews are trying to put out the fires, but this was a massive blaze. There's a huge LNG port, and they had to actually take the storage tankers out into the middle of the Mediterranean because they were burning so badly they didn't want the fires to spread. So chaos here in Egypt. Now, it's about to get even worse. We'll see. From a global perspective, Iran to get Chinese shoulder-launched missile systems in 1 week, sources say. Contract covers 300, 400 QW-12 and FN-16 man-pads, sources say. Deal valued at $60 million to $70 million. China report is groundless. Pakistan denies involvement in the transfer. Iran is expected to receive within weeks the first shipment of 400 Chinese-made shoulder-fired air defense missile launchers, a source familiar told Reuters, as it rebuilds its defenses. The purchase, valued at $60 to $70 million, Tehran's largest known effort to strengthen its short-range air defenses since the outbreak of the war with the U.S. and Israel. So this would, of course, be very, very bad. This is the kind of missile launchers that you're looking at here. And yep, this is what they look like. See, obviously The Chinese have great capacity to manufacture sophisticated weaponry. China reportedly supplies Iran with hundreds of air defense missiles to counter airstrikes. So you're talking a world war here, man. I mean, Donald Trump said that this wasn't going to happen. He just visited Beijing. Xi Jinping is going to come and visit the U.S. soon. Iran is poised to receive this shipment. The contract is massive for Tehran. They come complete with the missiles. China was quick to downplay the news of the deal. Foreign Ministry dismissing the report as completely groundless and insisting the nation has consistently played a role in promoting peace and ending the conflict. Iran's Foreign Ministry did not respond to the outlets for comment. You can see here what these launchers look like and how they work. Okay. This is Donald Trump popping off on this. President Xi, at our meeting in Beijing, China told me that they would not under any circumstances sell weapons to the Islamic Republic of Iran. Statement including Chinese companies. Considering our relationship, I take him at his word. Besides, I'm doing very big favors. Likewise, President Putin, despite the horrible war going on in Ukraine, the relationship remains, as it does with Zelensky, told me that he would not sell weapons to Iran. He understands that I do not sell weapons to Ukraine, but NATO countries, they pay full price, and those weapons are distributed. I have no idea. Therefore, two major countries that people speak of often in terms of Iran, in my opinion, are not participating. If they did, it would be very bad for them. Certainly not the best interests. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald Trump says, as well, you also, as you can see here, you also have Russia potentially playing a part in this conflict. This is a story from last week. Iran strikes CIA facilities, prompts questions about Russia's role, the CIA probing whether Russia is helping Iran with targeting of CIA facilities. Dirty, dirty, dirty business. No final conclusions has been reached. So this, of course, comes on the heels of the U.S. meeting with the Russians, and it was a tense meeting. Not great for either side. And Donald Trump saying, if Iran strikes one more time, they will lose one bridge or power plant every single time that they strike. Trump orders CENTCOM to open the gates of hell. This is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. This is how things spiral out of control. You're talking a larger global military conflict here. Russia, Iran involved with China, Egypt getting bombed, Saudi Arabia doing bombings of Iraq, the Yemen and the Houthis closing down those straits. Whew. We're going to see. We'll see what happens. Things are, I fear, going to get worse before they get better. So watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. And as ever, pray for peace. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.